Good morning, Flosstube. Welcome to Justsewsherrie. I'm Justsewsherrie here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. So, well, hello. How are you doing? Welcome. Welcome if you are brand new. It's good to see you. Good luck hanging on. Maybe a bit of a death grip at times, but you know. Welcome back if you've been with me before. Very, very grateful, thank you, and a huge welcome to those that have been with me from the very start. I know not why, but I'm super grateful. So where are we? We are on the 24th of May, Saturday, 24th of May. We're just on 5:45 in the morning, and we are on take 5. It's been a bit of a morning, it has, but I'm determined I'm not starting again, so whatever happens, happens. Prepare yourselves for the worst. How are you all? I hope you're all good. I'm trying to think what kind of a week I've had. Oh, I haven't had a very good one, that's right. Well, I'm saying I haven't had a very good one. It's been fine, but I've been working from my bed this week, so it's been a bit of a rough week. I don't know if it was last Saturday I mentioned it. I'd hurt myself, but I went out on the Sunday. I shouldn't have, but I wanted to go and see some relatives. You never know. We've got one of them, an aunt. She's well into her 80s now, and God forbid anything should happen to her, but there'll come a day when there'll be the last time I see her, kind of thing. So I always try and make an effort, and she's funny. She's a proper Geordie, proper Geordie. Yeah, and she's like, you know, is it Madge off Benidorm in a mobility scooter? She rampages through life, she really does. Her and her friend Margaret. And they were Benidorm girls. And they used to stay in that hotel as well. They used to go and take Benidorm by storm. It's hilarious. So funny. So, speaking of funny, let's have a look at this week's Justsewsherrie. It's an oldie, bit of an oldie. And it involves cross stitch. So, back in the day, about 8 years ago or so, I worked for a government department, and for about 5-6 years, I was a business skills trainer. So I used to flit all around the UK to our different offices, teaching exciting topics, really exciting topics. So anyway, I was up in a place called Bathgate up in Scotland, which is where they filmed Trainspotting. And there is another one coming from Bathgate, but I'm hanging on to that for my second anniversary because it's a corker. So anyway, this one was, I think I was teaching something really exciting like taxes, or like I say, something equally riveting. And I was welcoming the group, so I always get them to just sort of sit in a semicircle, and I sit at the front, and we go through like, what's going to happen, and we do a little bit of an icebreaker and this, that and the other. And we start the week off with a laugh, usually. We try to. I tried to. But this particular one, I looked and everyone sat there. And then there's this lad, right? He was turned around, he was facing his own desk. And I says, John, are you with us? Yeah, yeah. No. Do you want to turn around? Yeah, in a minute. So I'm looking at him, well, the back of him. The other 10 people are looking at me. And you can see them like smirking, because I can be me, right? And being me sometimes comes with a, do you really want to push my patience? Do you really? I would advise you to just think carefully on that before you do. So anyway, I says, John, come on, turn round. And he went, all right, yes. So he turned round. There he is with his cross stitch. It's like, you know when you're just lost for words? I was literally lost for words. And after a few seconds, and everyone else started like smirking and like their shoulders were like, and I'm just looking at him thinking, is this actually happening? This is John, what are you doing? Oh, it's a piece from... I says, no, I don't actually want to know what you're doing. I want to know why you're doing it, really. Well, because I can. Right, no, that's my line, right? No, John, do you want to just put your cross stitch away for the moment? And he looked at me. And I says, well, we're going to start today's class. It might be nice if you put your cross stitch away. He turned round, he dumped it on, and he turned round like, how are you then? What do you want? You know when you're just totally dumbfounded. So yeah, that was John and his cross stitch. This was years ago, long before I met you lot. So I was, and I still did my cross stitch. I did make a point though of being kind to him, kind of, because during the break I went up to him and was like, oh, what you doing? I do cross stitch as well. Well, you know, oh, that's really good. Oh, and he had it down as a reasonable adjustment, so that when he felt nervous, nobody had told me this. His manager hadn't told me this. So while I was his manager for the week, he wasn't doing cross stitch in my class. Not a hope. But he'd had it down that whenever he felt a little bit stressed, he could just get his cross stitch out. I was like, I want his reasonable adjustment. Definitely want it. And I mean, it's fine because we all know cross stitch is very soothing. Yeah, anyway, yeah, we'll leave that one there. I've had another, I've had a few funny ones with groups that I've had. I had one that came to me and said, it was Monday morning, and the group in Bathgate were an existing team, and I think I was moving them onto a different line of business, something like that. Anyway, for whatever, they were being retrained. But a lot of the training is with brand new groups, and they don't have actual managers, so like we act as their managers as well. And on the Monday morning he came to me and he says, have a word. I've just come to tell you I might be going to get arrested on Thursday. I mean, my face must have been a picture. What are you planning on doing on Thursday, like, John? You know what? What? But it turned out he'd had a bit of a fight on with him and his girlfriend and another couple. And apparently the police make interviews these days. They make like appointments to go around and arrest you. So he had an appointment and it wasn't until the Thursday they were going to find out whether the other couple wanted to press charges or not. And it was just that funny. Anyway, might be going to get arrested on Thursday. Yeah. Anyway, on to cross stitch. So I've got quite a bit to show you because I've decided to do a little bit of an impromptu Halloween whip parade. I was thinking, well, I'll explain why when I get to one of me whips. So firstly, mini finish. So it's Cricket Collection Autumn, and I've decided to break it down and do a letter a month. So that'll be finished by September. So this month's was the U, and I wasn't a million miles away from finishing. Oh, I've got my board out. I don't think I need it for this though, to be fair. I wasn't a million miles away from finishing anyway. So I have done, what have I done? So basically I've filled in all the apples. There's another sort of colour red in there, and then the little shine bit. I finished off, remember I had that gap and I wondered why I'd left it, and it was just that I hadn't finished it. So I filled in the gap, done this and started to do the tree. Now I did wonder, is this cheating? Because I'm doing a little bit of next month's technically, a little bit of the tea. But next month there's quite a lot to do on that tea. Obviously it's a tree. But what I wanted to do was get a little bit of the branches done, and that much of it comes into this month's. But I didn't want to lose me counting, so I came over and I plotted in part of the tea so that I could count off it to do. And I'm going to have to fudge because I've done it a line too high, so I just need to put another little line in here just to make sure that it's all on the same line, if you like. Now this doofer here, these little leaves, they are meant to be done with silken colours, which, yeah, silken colours, which, as you can imagine, is a silk. But when I looked it up, basically it's just like a multicoloured silk, do you know what I mean? Like a variegated different colours silk. So I was like, oh well, I'm not buying a bloody hank of silk for the sake of a few leaves. That's not going to happen. Because I'm doing it all with the called for DMC. Am I doing it with the called for? I think I've substituted. Oh, I did. I substituted these little lighter bits and the little spark in the apples, the little shine. I substituted that, I think. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's a pale tan is what it is. So I first thought, oh, I could do that Cotswold Gardens. I'll show you. Oh. So the Gloriana Cotswold Gardens. My first thought was to do that, but it's meant to be like autumny colours. And I thought, as much as this, and I do love this, it's very springy. It's got like the pinks and the blues. And I thought it was much more of a spring colour than an autumn. So I went to my DM saying these ones I don't think I've ever used. So I picked 4510 to do those little multicolours with. And I wasn't sure at first because, I don't know if you can tell, it's quite pinky, this colour. So, I mean, it's only for the sake of 4 or 5 leaves that I've already done. So I still might change it out. I'm not convinced. This has been done on 36 count winter brew by R&R. And I'm quite pleased with it so far. It's starting to really sort of get its autumn sort of colours coming out. It is, so it is. So that's this month's done anyway. I think next month's going to be, There's a lot more to it. If I'm bored, I may go back and do a little bit more of that tea, because I think it's going to take some doing. Next one is another one. Now, this is where so la-di-da, something wicked. I had said I was going to do cut it down into chunks again, so that it was done by, because it was like 6 months till October. Now there is a sale going. I think it's called Halfway to Halloween, which is pretty much what I'd said I was doing. I just didn't have the idea of a sale or the words or anything else, like the name of it. But it was on Michelle, Mum Loves You. She was talking about it. My words, like my sensicles, isn't making much sense today. What I wanted to do was to break a Halloween one down and do it much like the autumn, where I just do a little bit a month and it's done by October. So that's what I thought I'd do. The problem is I didn't break it down. I didn't create a template with this is May, this is June, this is July. Do you know what I mean? I haven't done it. And this week I needed a meditative stitch. Oh, in fact, I didn't, I'm lying. I needed a fill-in stitch. I can't remember what I was doing, or if I was just tired or what, but I needed a fill-in stitch. So I picked this up. And I did quite a bit on it. I was only to here. So I actually come all the way down here. Now this is on 20 count. Fibre on a whim, is it Affogato? Yes. Fibre on a whim, Affogato. So it's quite small. But it's yeah. So there's no, I realised basically that I could have this finished a lot sooner, because I haven't separated it out and told myself this is what I'm doing a month and then just do X amount and then move on. So I thought, well, I need another one, because I was listening to Michelle, this Halfway Halloween thing, and I thought, oh, I could jump in on that, but maybe I'll just do my own. Maybe I'll just do what I normally do, pick my pattern and chop it down and just do it as I do it. And then I got to thinking, oh God, which one am I going to choose? And I was thinking mentally through my patterns and thinking, oh, should I show you my patterns and get some opinions? And then I thought, you know, I have got a ton of Halloween whips, an absolute ton. So I'm going to do an impromptu Halloween parade at the end of the normal stitching. So you don't have to hang around, that's fine. You don't have to hang around for any of it. You do what you want. I'm not going to tell you what you have to do. I'm not your mum. So, but it would be nice if you hung around. Shut up, Sherrie. Move on. God almighty. So I'm going to go through it, because I was going to go through it for me anyway, to see which one or ones I pull out that I think, no, I'd like to get that finished, and then break it down into some chunks so that I've got something done for Halloween. So I thought, well, why not take you along on the journey with me? So I'm going to show you me whips. And I'm hoping that as I go through them, I'll get the inspiration that I need to get one finished. Now I think, is it Sally? Flossie Sews and Grows? We started one, there was me, Sally, Lauren, Flossabilities, and Rachel Talking Dog started Away We Ride last September. And I'm sure it was Sally recently said, it It was when I was talking about doing that on a monthly thing, and I'm sure it was Sally that said she was going to try and finish Away We Ride. Equally, it could have been somebody else, and I've just totally made that up. If that's not you, Sally, I'm sorry. As we know. What I don't know, I just make up. Next one is my blackbird stockings that I'm doing with the wonderful Sarah Stonehouse over on Instagram, who's just finished and fully finished another Stacy Nash, like a block pin cushion. Can't remember what it's called. Can't remember, it's lovely though. So yes, I'm doing them with her. So I'm doing, is this all, it's my monthly doings. That usually means something else, doesn't it, in the world of women? Me monthly doings. So this is another monthly doing that I've got on. So I'm doing one a month specifically, and then I'm doing another one if I fancy it. So this is the one. I've already done him. I am now doing her, which is called, is it Wedding Parade or something? Here Comes the Bride. See, what I don't know, I just make up. And this is as far as I am. So I'm doing this on 18 count platinum. It's lovely. It's not coming over as wet there. You can see it quite well there. It's really nice. And I have literally made up my colours. I've just done my own little conversion. So I'm using Antique Lace, was one of the originals, which I'm still doing. I chose Banana Pudding, because why wouldn't you? And Cottage Garden Threads Papa for the outline. And it's called Here Comes the Bride because the lovely ladies told us it's a quilting pattern called Wedding Ring. So yeah, so I've done quite a bit, and I'd kind of forgotten I had this in me. So downstairs I've got like me things I want to work on one side of the shelf, and me things I have worked on the other. So like they go from one side to the other, so I know what I've done. And when I've been looking for, like, you know, on a day like, oh, what am I going to stitch on? I haven't actually pulled them out because I would have done more on this. There's been times, you know, when you just need a zone out. So I was a little bit, when I got it out this morning, I was like, oh, I could have worked on that. And then there was another one, I thought, oh, I could have worked on that. So never mind, I didn't. I think I'll try and get that finished though for, like, during this week. At some point, I might even attempt to fully finish. I may not. I'm not committing. Not a hope in hell. I'm not committing to fully finishing anything. Now, my lovely little lady. My lovely little lady. Where is she? Come on. Where are you, Lily? It's our Lily. Our Lily, who stole our hearts. So, where am I? So pretty much I've finished all the stitching and I have frogged. So when you last saw her, I think she had a little mini dress. So basically I finished her dress and come down and finished her legs. It isn't finished, it isn't anywhere near finished, because I've now got to decide what I'm going to do to bling her up. So I was always going to put beads across her band, but then I've seen some of the other wonderful women's, what do you call it? I was going to say compositions, like their finishing touches. So Erica showed me, so I frogged the eyes because I'm going to do what Erica did, and I'm going to put little black beads in for our eyes. Now Sean had put tiny little green sort of beads in these little shoulders. The thing is that I love what everybody else has done, but I don't want to copy. Do you know what I mean? Is that right or wrong? I don't know. So that's where I am. So I put her away because I need to get a little bit further away from it at the moment, and then come back with fresh eyes to see what I want to do, rather than just copying other people. I'm definitely going to do the eyes. Thank you, Erica. And don't worry, I won't take what do you call it? Credit for your idea. And I did think about putting the beads in long before I saw anybody's or heard of anybody else doing it. So that's fine. I just need to know what colour. And I was actually thinking maybe a green. So I'll have to have a look through my beads and see what. I don't know. And I need to put her away so that I can come back and look at her and see how I want my lily to look. It's fascinating because we were talking about this at the Stacy Nash retreat at Cowsley, about how we all do the same pattern and we all like make it different. I mean, who's what? I think it was Sean again, the periwinkle stitcher. She'd put the little drum, she'd added the little drum and sewed the little, I mean, it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. And clever, really, really clever. That would never occur to me in a million years. Okay. Right, I'm back. Have a little breather. So, speaking of the wonderful Stacy Nash, it appears we're going on a Stacy Nash roll here. So, run with scissors. That's the front of the pocket. That is the back. And there is no good reason why this is not finished. I hold my hands up because it's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace that I haven't finished this. So this is where we are. Oh, shove over a little bit. Okay, so you can't really see. The colour is much, much, much deeper and brighter. And I did try. I wonder if I turn that light off. It's really, really grim here today. Slightly better. So it's Dove by Weeks Dye Works, and it's a really sort of quite deep sage green, and it's fabulous. And I'm doing it with gold leaf, Gentle Arts gold leaf, and again, it really pops. It looks fabulous in the real life. It looks fabulous, and the only thing I've got left to do is this stalk and the pot and the rest of these leaves on the bottom. So I'm hoping to get that finished this week, definitely. But I'm loving this, absolutely loving it. And I need some more of this Dove. Definitely need some more of this Dove. What count is it? It's probably 36, is it? Yeah, 36 count. Fabulous. I really like it, and it's got really lovely variegation in the thread. And I think I'm still umming and ahhing over run with scissors, whether to put it on or not. I don't really know what it means, because obviously you wouldn't run with scissors. So I should have asked her. Do you ever get those patterns and you think, it's lovely, but why? Why? I mean, to be fair, that's what people think when they look at my period. Just go, Sherrie, why? What? Why? Because it's my game. And I said so. Right, I'm going to put that light back on. It's so grim up here. It's warm though. I mean, it's meant to be 19 degrees today, which is definitely bikini weather where I live. And that's in like the mid-60s for those that live in Fahrenheit. But it's raining and it's just grey and dark. It's a bit of an autumn day. So this one, A French Rose by Running. I can read, I just can't see. Running. Yeah, I thought it was. So it's Running with Needles and Scissors. But their email is just Running W Needles and Scissors. That's why I'm like, what? Have they not got the with? I thought it was Running with Needles and Scissors. Originally done by Marie Vallée. And this. I worked on this yesterday, and I have to confess, by the end of the day, well, by about tea time, my eyes, they burned. This is as far as I got. So basically I have put in I think I had a few letters to do at this bottom bit, and then I've done the numbers, and here goes Marie's name, but I'm going to try and chart it with my name. And then I've come down, as you can see, I've done this motif. Still got a bottom of the planter to go. You can see where I had my hoop. You know, it was starting to get to the point where I was struggling at the bottom, like it was too awkward the way I was sitting, what height it was at. So I needed to move my hoop down, or me stitching up, whichever way you want to say. So rather than do that, I just went to a different bit on the bit that I had that I could stitch comfortably in my hoop. So I've moved on to the middle motif, which is the biggest one. So I'm doing this on 45 count permanent. Thank you to the ladies who told me. There's my scents from Italy. It's not even on the same. Is it on the same continent? Yeah, it is on the same continent, I think. It's from Copenhagen. Is Copenhagen in Norway? Bear in mind, I thought, where did I think was in Austria? Can't remember. But it was somewhere in Finland. So that just goes to show where my geography is. So yes, it comes from Copenhagen. But it's beautiful nonetheless. It is gorgeous. But by the time, because obviously there's quite a bit of counting in this as well. So counting on 45 count was heavy going. And I'm doing it with the called for, which is the Gloriana Flamingo, Pink Flamingo. No, just Flamingo. Just trying to bring it in. I did do some more of the border as well coming down, but I wanted to wait till I had this. I like to make sure that I'm working off. I like to work off both the side and the height when I'm counting. I always tend to cross count, cross count. It's gorgeous though, and the variegation in that flamingo is beautiful. It goes from very, very light to relatively dark, darker, but it does it so smoothly. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, come on. Wait. Move, Sherrie. The people are waiting. The people are waiting. Come on. Get your act together. And this one, this was the other one. I thought, I wish I'd looked, because I might have picked this up as well. That's right. It was after doing that 45 count that I thought, I need something easier, much easier. So this is the project that we got off Stacy Nash, the Stacy Nash retreat. So that is either the front or the back, whichever you want to call it, and that is the other side of it. And then there was this pin cushion. I need to start this because it's perfect filling. So I need to just get this charted and started onto my fabric. And then if I need a meditative stitch as well, I can just pick this up. So anyway, I'm working on this one. Oh, where's my needle? Good Lord. My mum and dad will probably find it the next time that cat's in. And this is as far as I got. It's lovely. And it's much darker. It's got a real sort of chocolatey stone look to it. That's not too bad. Can you see that colour there? That's kind of similar to what it looks like in the real world. It's called Fossil by Blackberry Primitives. And I decided I wanted more of it. But Tanya's not selling in the UK. I don't know if she's selling, I assume she sells in America. Might have to look that up. I came back with all that fabric from Houselip and I didn't have this one. So, yeah. But the pin cushion is done on this as well. So I just need to cut it off and start it, get a, what do you call it? Oh, God. My menopause brain, I swear to God. Nah, not happening. I think I'm tired still. I hate it when you're really tired but you cannot sleep. I should have said as well, that was 36 count and I am doing it with all of the called for that we got of Stacy. Tanya must be, because she does her little cards and everything. She's got a right professional setup, so assuming she sells in the UK. In the US, I meant to say. I wonder if that will go in there. Oh, it will. I've got it in my Stacy bag that we got from the retreat. Right. Oh, now this one made me laugh. When I was watching Michelle a couple of weeks ago, she was on the hunt for Schoolhouse Red. And I meant to text and say, I've got some. Apparently there is no Schoolhouse Red to be had in the UK. Do you want to know why? Because it appears I have 13 skeins of it. It's like, why have I got 13 skeins of it? And then I remembered it was actually for Michelle's pattern, funnily enough. So it is my lovely A. Burnhope. And I saw a lady on Instagram who started this after seeing it, and it was fabulous. So yes, so I couldn't give her me skeins because I need them. to be fair, if I remember right, because she was there and she helped work out how many skeins I needed, I've got a feeling it was 8, but I bought myself some more anyway, because why wouldn't you keep schoolhouse thread in? So, sorry about that. That was a bit of an accident. My screen went dark, so I was just like thinking on the touchpad, but the little arrow was over the stop button, so I managed to stop it. So this is where I am. So I'm doing it on 40 count antique white. What did I do on it? So the last time you saw it, yeah, it was up to there. I've done that. So I've come along and I've finished this row off. I have finished this one. I hadn't quite done the corner. So I finished the corner off and I've come down with this line. So again, so I can count off the top and off the side. Obviously I've done some more of this, as you can see, because my thread is there. So I've finished this off on the top. No, I haven't quite finished it off. I'll do the bottom, but then when I get here, I'll do the top as well. And then I have come over, and where did I start this week? I was in the middle of the N. So I've done all of this as well. So I'm quite pleased with the progress that I've had on that. This is going to be fabulous when it's done. Absolutely fabulous. And it's definitely, oh, look at it, man. Oh, because I put it down for a little while, but when I picked it up this week, I just fell in love with it all over again. Because I think in the beginning I wasn't sure when I did it. I wasn't sure if it should have been done on a darker fabric, you know, like a coffee, more of, you know, like a more antique type of fabric. But I copied Michelle's, you say, well, copied A. Burnhope's and went for a white. And I thought it looked a bit like a tea towel when I'd done just the like the border along. And I was like, not sure, it looks a bit like a tea towel. But actually now that I'm getting the letters and everything in, I'm really pleased with it. So, yeah. Do you have tea towels in America? Hang on. Oh, gosh. Oh. So, yeah, do you have tea towels in America? I assume you do in Australia because they all came from us. I suppose Americans came from us as well, didn't they? It's just because I've never seen anybody doing any dishes on American television. You know, like by hand. I've never seen. This is where the depths of depravity in my mind goes to, you see. Contemplating the etiquette around tea towels. And whether everybody has tea towels or not. I mean, it's a valid question, isn't it? How the hell did I venture off on that? So next one, Historical Sampler Company, and it is my pot sampler. Now, I only picked this up last night and did a little bit on it. So I didn't do a huge amount. But touch it I did. Touch it I did. Let's move this over a bit so you can see a bit better. So what have I done? I've put in some more of these little green things along here. And basically I've done, so the last time you saw it, I'd done half of this. I'd done like a page finish. So basically I've come in and done all this. I went to try and start the purple and then realised I couldn't do it. I needed the green because, this was the one. So you know when I said yesterday I was done with the, oh God, there's a pigeon, can it? Bless him. He's just skidded down the roof rather than fly. It's all happening here. It is all happening. It's like an episode of The Birds out there. So it was yesterday, after I'd done me 45 count and I needed something easier. That's why I was thinking, like later on, I should have picked up that, I call it the Harlequin piece, the blackbird stocking, or the other one I should have picked up. But anyway, I picked this up instead. And I didn't really want to do a whole load of counting. I just needed something to fill in. So I started doing like the little bits of purple, thinking that they would be the easiest to do. Well, no, because I needed the green in to be able to count off. I was going to end up counting way over here without any markers, if you like, in place. So yeah, so I've done all of the green, and have I done? Yeah, I did. So I finished all of the yellow as well. So there's a couple of little bits of yellow here and half of this pot. So I finished the pot and I'm kind of a little way through the rest. So I would like to have that middle motif finished by next week. So I'm not committing to anything else, but I'd like to have that. Done. I'm going to have to chart my name as well at some point. It's not difficult, I assume. They've given us an alphabet. Yes, they have. Yeah, there's an alphabet, so I just need to just stick it on the pattern, count it into the pattern and go with it. But this has been done on rustic sheep, 40 count. Although remember I counted it and it was coming in at 44 count. That reminds me, for you ladies who keep saying, you know, like if you're at 32 count, you think, oh, I can't do 36 count. Or if you can do 36 count and you think, oh, I can't do 40 count. I reckon, right, and I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, right? We've established this, I'm not your mum. But it occurred to me, because if you'd said, do this on 45 count, I would have said no. Thanks. Good idea. No, definitely not. However, these over-dyed linens come in a lot tighter. So I reckon you should have a look at whatever count it is that you feel you can stop at. Have a look at some of the over-dyed ones that you've done and count them. Because I bet you've been doing 40 count or 36 count, whatever it is. I think you've been, because I counted this and this came in at 44 count. But I wouldn't have picked up a 44 count for it. So anyway, that was what occurred to me when I was sitting zoning out, you know, thinking about tea towels and where the hell is the tea towel conversation come from? Cross stitching and tea towels. How did we get here? And I'm doing it with all of the called for. And again, it does look messy. It's not really because they're in thingy, but I am trying not to run my fingers through them constantly. It's hard though. It really is hard. It's kind of, it just makes me feel happy, like, you know, putting your fingers through and like getting it all sorted and nice, and just makes me happy. But it doesn't make my threads happy, so I'm trying to be good. There is hundreds of friggin' seagulls out here, honestly. Don't know what's happening. There's obviously some sort of a gathering, some sort of a meeting going on. Okay, and my last whip for this week is the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. She is beautiful. The song's like that, isn't there, with that word in? Why can't I think of any? Anton. And I know, itchy. And I know some of you, more than some of you, have decided to pick this up or to make a start on it or to get a hold of it. Stunning. I just can't. Every time I suddenly look at it, it just takes my breath away. It is fabulous. Let's see where I am. Get myself attached. Oh, hang on. Found me clips. Okay, this is her. Isn't she just? And this. Anne, you're a genius. So this week, what have I done? I filled in a little bit more. Had I done these last week? I can't remember. I think I might have. So this week I have done over one. So I've put in this. It still needs a bit more to go in. So this blue flower. So it's still got this little bit at the top to do. And I have done that little doofer as well. That little flower over one. But I've done it 10 stitch. I have, however, now, was it Denise that I'm doing this with? I think it was Denise, or somebody emailed and said they'd done it 10 stitch, but they'd put the stalks in full cross, and that's what I've done. Let's get round this side, because this is the side we're looking at. I've put a full cross and the green there, and it does. It needs it looks a lot better, in my opinion. So I may backtrack and put full cross into these. I may not. I may leave them, because the look. These ones are more delicate. It's much more delicate sort of flower and colours in it, whereas this one's heavier. So I think it needed the full cross. Now this one over here I've done, but I did it all full cross. I don't think it looks too, because I did wonder if I was going to have to either, I would have had to come back and do this full cross as well if it looked really odd. But I don't think it does. I think I can get away with just leaving it. But what a difference doing it 10 stitch. So I did that, and I have filled in this. So I've put in, done me page finish, if you like. Put in the lighter pieces there. And I've done this as well. So obviously I'm just coming down. So this is quite long. You can see that's quite long. And that. So there's still an awful lot to do, but I don't think I've ever done a sampler where I've only been this far through and it still looks stunning. Like you could do a little, put a little stalk in these two things, put a border along here, and you could call that done quite easily. I can't wait to see what it's going to be like when it's done. And it's been done on 36 count Winter Moon, one of my go-tos, with all of the DMC called for. If you're looking for a sampler, you can't go far wrong with her. She is bloody lush. So that's all my stitching for this week. So I will get shuffled a little bit, and you can either skip forward to our final thought if you want to, you can hang around if you want to, you can go and do whatever it is you want to do, go and count your tea towels, or yeah, the episode about the tea towels. God knows where my head goes. Hang on a second. Right, let's have a little dive into what I've got going on in the Halloween world. So first one is Primitive Hair, Mushroom Witch. I love this. And I am doing it on, it's either, I think it's a 40 count. I think it's 40 count. I can't remember if it's Tin Roof or Grey Weeks. Grey. Can't remember. It's going to be tiny. And I'm doing it with, I've got one of these full of threads. I'm not sure that are you getting that from that? Because I'm not. I think I know what it's from though. Because that's only two colours. The Mushroom Witch is only black and green. Yeah. Where do you keep your tea towels? And look what else I've just found as well. I bought this from Stitch in London last year, and I thought I'd just lost it and I was gutted. So Charlie Feathers, they're all hand painted. They're just beautiful. And she's a Flosstuber as well. She's a lovely girl. You should definitely check her out if you haven't come across her already. She's a fabulous artist, as you can see. Right, I'm going to keep that out because I'm pretty sure that that's got nothing to do with this at all. Yeah. Now it has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got 5 colours in, but they're all green and black. Yes. This one, am I UFO? I don't know, I haven't decided. I'm not going to UFO. Buttons and Beads series from Mill Hill Haunted Cottage. And I didn't get very far with it. I just kind of did a little bit and then fell out of love with it. I'm not picking it up now, but I am going to keep it and I am going to try and get back to it. I think I got a little bit frightened when I realised it was actually full coverage. I think that's what's happened. I think I've had a little bit of, oh, I can't do that, it's full coverage. I can't. Makes me laugh though that I've had conversations with the full coverage girls in the past, and they've said they're terrified to do like the ones that I do because there's so much counting involved. They just obviously concentrate on, well, depends I suppose what method, but they're usually sort of concentrating on like a 10 by 10 grid, and then they just do all of that and then move on. Who is it that's doing one? Cross Stitch Jess is doing Gamin Nouveau, I think it's called. it is stunning. For Monogamous May she's doing. It's fabulous. Really, really, really fabulous. It's not something I would do, but it's one of those that I would love to. I've got no interest whatsoever in doing full coverages, but that one, there's something about it that just draws me in. So next one, Nora Corbett, Xenia. I started this for my stitchy friend Shelley's birthday last year. Her and Rachel, Talking Dog, did it'll come to us. It's a bright pink one. I think it's a Bella Filipina. And I didn't want to start a new big fancy lady, but I wanted to join in. So I just picked my little pink pixie? No, what are they called? Bewitching Pixies, yes. And I didn't get very far. So this is as far as I got. That's pants, isn't it? That is pants. And this is being done on bubblegum, I think, by Sparklies. It could be a 32 count, that's shrunk quite a bit, or a 36 count. In fact, I think it's a 32. But it has been shrunk with all the called for. I mean, when I realise, when I go through my whips and see all of this, I wonder why I don't seem to have half the threads. It's because they're all just sitting in projects for no particular reason. I should de-kit. When I put something away, like for a season, I should just de-kit and then re-kit when I'm coming back to picking that season up. I think it's the thought of re-kitting everything. And this, I might pick this one up. Tiny Modernist, Edgar Allan Poe. Isn't it fabulous? It's right up my street. Edgar Allan Poe, Mary Shelley. Who's the other one? She's a poet. Was she married to Poe? I know some of you are screaming at me. She did Daddy. She did a poem called Daddy. I'll look it up and I'll put it here because it's bugging us. And this is only a start. I fell in love with it so much and needed to start it, but if I remember right, it was pretty much at the end of Halloween season. But I still needed to start it. I just need to start it. So I might look at this. This is a 20 count from Megan Coffee Crafts. Fabulous piece of fabric, actually. That's the other thing. I should maybe cut this down and put this back in my drawer, because it's a good chunk of fabric. So it won't be huge because it's 20 count. And again, there'll be shrinkage in it as well. Yes, I might pick that. I assume it's only 3 threads. Have I got kitted up? Or have I got threads for every other project in here? Who knows? Oh no, I've got 3 threads in there, so that could be promising. I do that. And this one I started, well I kind of started, and then Chris the Camping Stitcher started this as her birthday stitch last year. And of course she finished it in a week, She's just, honestly, she's incredible. So fast. Halloween Quaker by Lila's Studio. And I didn't get very far. That's as far as I got. Is that the top? What have I done with this? Oh, it goes that way. Yeah. For whatever reason. That's right, because I didn't want to do it on this bit. I wanted it to have blue in it, like as in the night sky. So yeah, I should cut that down as well. So this is Picture This plus Murky. £36 count. Did I just say that? Do you use tea towels? Yeah, I amuse myself, honestly. You should come and spend a day in my head. It's very entertaining. Very entertaining. Ah, and that's what these are for. I am pretty sure that these offer that. Yeah. That looks better, doesn't it? What time are we on? Oh, 7 o'clock. Bank holiday weekend here in the UK. I don't know whether it is across the globe. We've all got an extra day off work, which is dead canny of them. I think it's is it the late May bank holiday? Everybody works off, like everybody. There's me and one senior leader, and that's it. God help her. God help her. Now, this one I'd quite like to get back to this one as well. Oh, I've got an awful lot of threads here as well. Oh, that's helpful. This was a Stitch in London start when I was there last year, the October one, the normal retreat. So me, Rachel, the dog, and the turtle, Sophie, who's got Turtle Bay Fabrics down in Bridgend. We all started this, we all bought it with the project bag by Yasmin, Gothic Bat. And I even went for a 28 count because it was the colour I wanted. I just had the, you know when you get a colour in your head. So it was, did I say it was Megan Coffee Craft, 28 count, and I'm doing it with Fisherman's Wharf by Gentle Arts. I had it in my head what I wanted to do, so I am doing it on 28 count, and it'll be fine because it's on 28 count. Me two threads, you know, me two thread fiascos, they'll fit quite nicely through the holes, and they'll lie the way I want them to lie on a 28 count. Quite like to get back to that one because that was literally just a start. I needed to have a start on it for it to be like a Stitch in London start, and then I was always going to put it away. I was never going to keep stitching it, I don't think, because I had so many other whips on the go. Right, not long to go. Actually, One moment. Well, that was a longer break than I expected. I decided I was hungry. My tummy felt a bit, well, I felt a bit sickly. So I've had some breakfast. So back to the water. It's only 7:20 still, so we're all right for time. Okay, this is one I need to decide what I'm doing with, because I started it, I think, 2 years ago. Barbara Anna Designs. It's just called Halloween. The Moon Laughs. And I think it's the fabric that I got. I always talk about this, don't I? If I get the fabric right, the rest of it falls into place. If I don't, then I struggle. So this is as far as I am. Look at that. Needle Minder, I'd forgotten about her as well. Is it Denkai Designs? I think I got it from. I think I need to UFO this. I think it's the fabric. It's a 28 count, and is it a picture this close? Doesn't say. 28 count dapple, but it's a thick, chunky fabric. I don't know, but I need to decide, because I've got threads in here that I could put back to my thread storage instead of it sitting in here doing nothing. I'll have to think about that one. Might have to UFO it. Rescue the fabric. Oh, frog it. Rescue the fabric. Because the fabric's... There's me saying the fabric's wrong, but I need the fabric. Well, I do need the fabric, because I might just need to do something on it. Yeah. Okay, penultimate. And this one I've had on the go for a couple of years as well. Jardin Privé. What's it called? Lady Halloween. And I am doing that version. So I'm doing, I think that's more autumnal. My theory being, if I did that one, it's purely Halloween, so it would only be up for October. That one is autumn, so I can keep it up from September to November. And I know it's my house, I can keep anything up for as long as I want. But I've only got a small house, so I can't keep everything up all the time. So this is as far as I got on her. So I either need to make a concerted effort. I've got three choices. Put it back and get it out as a whip every year for me whip parade. Or I can make a concerted effort. Or I could UFO it. I think, is it parchment? It is. It's my favourite 36 count parchment. I'm not feeling it for the moment. I haven't been inspired to pick that back up. But again, it's got threads that are just sitting, not even gathering dust because they're hidden away. Yes, I need to... I think I might need to actually go back through these on my own and figure out what I'm doing. Okay, oh, here we go. This is the last one. Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. And I mentioned it before, I am doing it with Sally, Rachel, Lauren. Who have I forgot? Sally, Rachel, Lauren. Oh no, because there's 4 of us. I forgot me. It was me that I forgot. So I'm doing this on God knows what, because I haven't got a thingy on to say what I'm doing it on. But this is as far as I got with it. It's not actually that big. I'm pretty sure it's 36 count. And I think this might be tin roof. I think. And yeah, I'm doing it with all of the code for. So that's my last one. So where have I got? Have I been inspired by any of them? The Edgar Allan Poe. Maybe Yaz's. Like to maybe do Xenia. Mushroom Witch. So I've got a few that have possibilities. So I need to look back through them, see if there's any that I can separate into monthly chunks that would get it done for maybe the 1st of October. So some that needs to go into 5 for June, July, August, September, October. Oh, I could do it from May. So if I found one and did a monthly chunk, I could still have my 6-month thing. I need to think some more on that. I need to ponder on that. But I've been inspired to put all my flipping threads back so I can bind them. And I'm chuffed to bits that I found this. Chuffed to blithering bits. I assumed I'd just lost it. Yeah. So what am I going to do? Forward plans is make a decision about Halloween. And keep on stitching what I fancy keeping on stitch. Basically, that's going to be my plan going forward. Yeah. What's today going to be? Am I feeling it on tongue? On my pot sampler? I like to do a big project on a Saturday and a Sunday. And this week we've got Monday as well, which will be nice. So, yeah. Okay. That's all I've got for you. That is all that I've got for you, apart from this week's final thought. I don't know where it came from, no idea. I came across it and I just liked it. So, you only live once. False. You live every day. You only die once. Bye for now.